We're here in San Jose, your adopted hometown for a long time. What's it like first fighting back here in San Jose?
It's been really great. I got a fight in Oakland once before with the UFC, and that was cool. But this is even better because I've got a lot of support here. I've had a lot of people help me out through my career from here, and not everybody's gotten to go and see me fight over the years. So it's a great opportunity to put on a show for those people who've kind of taken care of me and invested in me and my career.
Does it feel? I mean, you've had a long career. Does it feel like you're kind of coming full circle right now? I mean, AKA for the longest time, right here, based in San Jose. You're getting to fight here on Saturday night. In that time, the UFC, you moved to New York for a while, to Las Vegas. You've kind of had this long journey, and this is the first time you fought for Scott Coker.
Yeah.
Kind of talk to me about how this journey, how it's kind of gotten to this point.
Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. And I've been going through my old journals too, and like writing reflections and stuff on my old journals, and posting stuff on my website, doing like a blog series. So like I'm getting a lot of flashbacks and a lot of history as I do that, and it really is coming full circle, coming all the way back around, and getting a chance to fight for Scott, fight in San Jose. Man, it's really exciting, and it feels right. It feels like this was a culmination of all those years are coming to this final act in my career.
Talk about Paul Daley. He's your opponent for Saturday night. A name you know well. He fought your former teammate, or is it fair to call him former teammate, Josh Koscheck?
Mostly retired, yeah. And yeah, he's not training at AK anymore, so yeah, he's mostly retired.
Obviously the bizarre ending to their fight. Is there any kind of residual, kind of like I want to get one back for Josh in this fight?
I mean, that fight was so long ago. There's nothing really pressing with it. It's kind of over with, but like it's still going to be nice. A little extra cherry on top to I'll give him an extra elbow or something for Josh just to even it up a little bit. But I mean, Koscheck already won the fight, so he kind of won that exchange already.
You could kind of call this I hate to say it because it's a term used so often, the striker versus grappler match, but it really feels that way. And this is a guy that you know well, you've seen fight, you know his game. What do you expect in this fight? Like, how do you see this playing out?
Yeah, he's got a lot of power. He's going to be looking for big shots, big knees, big elbows, spinny shit maybe. So, I just got to watch out for the explosions, watch out for the big shots, and then make him work. He's not known to have a big gas tank. If I can push the pace and make him work, I think a lot of opportunities will open up.
Former World Series of Fighting champion, I remember that night.
I'm current because they changed the name of their company. I'll be the forever World Series of Fighting welterweight champion.
I know that was a big deal for you, a big moment to be able to hold that title, especially after your failed bid at the UFC. What would it mean coming here to Bellator and being able to win a title? What would that mean for you career-wise?
Yeah, it would be awesome. I mean, I've had an amazing career, and even if I had to stop fighting after this fight, like I'm more than happy with what I've done. But like that's what drives me to keep doing it. Is there's more belts out there. There's still big names out there. I'm still trying to put myself in a position where I'm remembered as one of the greatest ever to do it. And fighting big names and winning another belt is one of the ways to do that.
What was it that drew you into coming into Bellator? Is it the prospect of being able to fight the Paul Daleys of the world? Is it the prospect of winning a belt?
Yeah, the prospect of winning another belt, the prospect of fighting big names that people recognize who your opponent is, the prospect of fighting for Scott Coker, who I've watched promote for a long time, and he does a really great job. And I have friends and people that have fought for Bellator and Scott Coker, and he does a great job of promoting, and I wanted to be promoted. I wanted people to remember me, and I feel like where I was before, some people thought I was retired for a while. I won a world title, and people thought I was retired. That shouldn't happen. So I'm really happy with the press and everything that's been going on, and the push that Scott's been giving me.
Was there any thought for you to possibly continue on with what World Series has turned into that $1 million tournament in the PFL? Was that?
I mean, it was a lot of uncertainty involved with it. Like, we didn't have any solid plans, and I wasn't getting the fights. I wasn't getting kept busy. So like those things just weren't adding up to me, and I wasn't feeling like sitting around and waiting to see what was going to happen. Maybe if they would have had a more solid plan and a definitive structure, months ago, it could have been different, but I had in my contract that I was supposed to be fighting a certain amount of times in a year, and when that didn't deliver, I wanted to get paid for the time, because I'm sitting around waiting. I don't get paid unless I'm fighting. So I either wanted to get paid or I wanted to get released and be put with somebody who's going to push me, promote me, and fight me.
A lot more of a active schedule here at Bellator. Are you confident that you can get the amount of fights you want?
I think I'll be able to fight at least twice a year. I think, before I was getting once every 9 months or so, and that doesn't cut it. I got a couple kids, and I want to make sure that they have everything they need. I want them to have a better life than I had, and if I'm living in San Jose, California, like I need to get paid more, and fighting once every 9 months is just not going to cut it.
Bellator's welterweight champ Rory McDonald, not quite George St. Pierre, a fight that you always wanted to get another shot at. Would Rory be the second best for you?
He'd be a great fight to have. I'm not looking too far ahead of this fight, but he's got wins over Woodley, so I could perform well on Saturday, maybe get myself into a title shot within the next year, and be the guy who beat the guy who beat the guy, and I could call myself the best welterweight there is around, and I don't know, maybe still pull myself into a fight with George down the road. If the Aliak passes, cross promotion could be possible. Maybe the fans would want to see it. Who knows?
Was that a conversation you had with Coker when you were deciding on signing here with Bellator? That, like, how many fights away? Did he tell you that, 1 or 2 wins?
No, we haven't talked about that because I for myself wanted to make sure that I'm ready, because I didn't fight. I haven't fought since last June. I was dealing with some health issues, where I've taken care of through supplementation and just rehab and stuff. So I wasn't sure where I would be, and I didn't want to just start talking about immediate title shots or even title shots immediately after this fight. I want to make sure that I felt good, I'd had a good camp, and that I performed well.